Yesterday, the Committee on Appropriations decided to recommend a reduced budget for the Office of the Vice President, and the reduction shall be split by the DSWD AIX program and the DOH MAIFIP program. So ipapaliwanag ko lang po na ang desisyon na ito ay isang committee decision. Ang Committee on Appropriations has 139 members, and with respect to the budget cut of the OVP, ito po ay naging unanimous decision among the members. At lilinawin ko rin po na hindi pa ito final approval ng Congress. Ito po ay recommendation pa lang po ng Committee on Appropriations for the plenary. At kagabi naman po ay nag-second reading na rin po ang approved committee report na kung saan nakapaloob ang recommendation ng reduced budget for the OVP. So which means nakakalendar na po ang General Appropriations Bill as amended for plenary debates beginning September 16. And hopefully po, kung masusunod po namin ang schedule, hopefully, sana po wala masyadong eventful, ay matatapos po namin maaprubahan on third reading ang General Appropriations Bill by September 25. So yun po. At lilinawin ko rin po na meron pang another round of amendments. At ito po will be sa plenary na po. Doon na nga po on the week of September 16 to September 25. So, ang nangyari po is while the Office of the Vice President, the DBM, proposed or recommended a budget of 2.037 billion for the OVP, kami naman po, ang Committee on Appropriations yesterday recommended, to be exact, 733,198 million pesos, which means mayroong cut of 1.293159 billion pesos. At ang reduction na yan ay ililipat po sa dalawang ahensya, and as I had mentioned earlier, for two programs, the DSWD AIX program, which is the assistance for individuals in crisis situations, and the DOH MAIFIP, or the medical assistance for indigent and financially incapacitated patients. In other words, dalawa pong very important social protection programs ng ating gobyerno. So, ang specific items po na pinanggalingan nitong total cut of 1.293 billion pesos ay as follows: financial assistance, professional services, utility expenses, supplies and materials, as well as lease expenses. And ang dahilan po kung bakit ang items na ito ang naapektuhan, lahat po ay nanggaling po sa lahat po ng narinig po natin doon po sa dalawang hearings na naganap in the last weeks. So, mamaya po kung meron kayong katanungan on the details, I can provide those to you. So, siguro just one last note before I take in questions. So again, we have one more round of amendments. Lilinawin ko, hindi pa ito final approval ng Congress. Meron pa tayong plenary debates. And pagkatapos po mapadala ang House version of GAB to the Senate, magkakaroon syempre ng Senate deliberations. After ma-approve ang Senate version, meron pang bicameral meeting. After that, magkakaroon pa po ng ratification, meaning babalik pa po yan to both Congress and the Senate. And then after that, magkakaroon pa po ng President's approval because as you know, the President can veto and ang veto po is pwede po on a line item basis. In other words po, ganun po kahaba ang proseso ng ating budget approval, budget process at malinaw po na napakarami pong tao na involved dito po sa pag-aproba ng budget. Hindi lang po 2 tao. And of course, after the budget is approved, alam naman po natin, ang budget execution is solely by the executive. So yun na lang muna po and I'm willing po to take questions. Ang lumabas po sa ating hearings is, of course, nagkaroon ng problema sa paggamit ng confidential funds. But moot and academic naman because last year pa lang ay tinanggal na natin ang confidential funds. Wala pong proposed budget for confidential funds in 2025. So at least that's out of the way. Pagdating naman po sa regular programs, ang lumabas sa hearing ay number 1, tila napakaraming opisina. Bakit? Whereas the previous vice presidents did not have those nationwide offices. Number 2, bakit napakaraming social programs na ini-implement, tila redundant? Bakit merong sariling medical assistance program, meron naman tayong MAIFIP sa DOH? Bakit merong sariling burial assistance, meron naman tayong AIX sa DSWD? At ang AIX at saka MAIFIP, these are mga programa na subok na. So, yun ang mga dalawang, kumbaga, nangibabaw na findings mula sa COA. And at the same time, lumabas din po na mababa ang utilization rate. Ang dami pong natirang pondo mula sa social programs. And at the same time, meron din lumabas na mga problema, implementation problems resulting from lack of implementation details or protocol according to the COA. At kung naalala niyo po ay halos may mga similar problems doon po sa DepEd tulad po ng mga problema sa delivery, nagka-problema po sa mga nabubulok ng mga tinapay, etc. So, ang sabi namin is why don't we just transfer the funds for financial assistance to the national government agencies na subok na. It doesn't mean na mababawasan ang kanyang pagtulong, ang pagtulong ng OVP. Ang sinasabi lang po natin is ililipat lang natin doon sa mga ahensya na yan at pwede nang kunin ng OVP ang allocation nila doon mismo sa DSWD at DOH katulad po ng ginagawa ng Congress at ng Senate. At on our part, by transferring those funds, that ensures the OVP na meron silang sapat na alokasyon na kakayanin nilang ma-implement. So ganun po ang naging main decision. And at the same time po, as I had mentioned earlier, pagdating sa rent, na-explain ko na po yun. And at the same time, tinignan din po namin yung professional services na tila malaki ang budget for consultants. Lahat po ng nag-attend kahapon during the EXICOM ay lahat po sila ay nag-agree po dito sa decision ng committee na i-reduce ang amount para sa OVP as recommended for plenary debates. Yun po ang nangyari kahapon. At pagdating naman po sa kung ano ang inaasahan natin sa presensya ng ating mahal na Vice President, sana naman po ay sila po ay dumalo. It's a very important part of the process. So kahit na hindi sila mismo ang sasagot, isipin po nila na kumbaga po meron po silang spokesperson. Ganun lang naman po. As you know, pagdating sa plenary debates, ang kaibahan lang naman po doon sa committee hearing is hindi sila pwede mismo ang magsalita sa mikropono. Sila po ay merong spokesperson, isa ring congressman. Pero sa totoo lang po, lahat ng mga sagot, halos lahat naman po ay talagang binubulong lang naman talaga ng ahensya doon po sa congressman. So, this is a good opportunity for them. Again, hindi po kami perpekto. It's a recommended amount. We are still open to debate and discussion. So kung meron pang input na kailangan po namin malaman at meron silang apela sa amin na dapat dagdagan ito for whatever reason, kami po ay very willing to listen to all of those inputs. Willing na willing po. Kaya we are inviting all agencies for that matter. At sa totoo lang naman po, never naman po tayo hindi siniputan sa plenaryo. Kaya inaasahan po natin ang kanilang pagdalo.